All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahawah, Bahashem, YAHAWASHI, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honor to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace and salutations to the elect scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. And I want to jump into this quick lesson. I came across this. This is a post on TikTok. And basically, the video is from a Pittsburgh news station, and they were going into some of the different changes that the Pittsburgh Police Department has implemented, for their city. And namely, it's basically talking about, how their police department won't be responding to certain phone calls. Okay. And as you can read down here, it says Pittsburgh police will no longer respond to certain calls, including theft, harassment, criminal mischief, burglary alarms, etc., etc. All right. And at a certain part, during the morning, I think it says 3 a.m. to 7 a.m. They won't be responding. So, when I saw this, I immediately thought of, obviously Jacob's trouble and what we can expect, okay, coming down the pike. All right, Apostle Tahar, through the Spirit, named this year the hopeful year of Jacob's trouble. Right. And as we can see, as the days and the weeks and the months go on, we can see how that could be, we could possibly see Jacob's trouble really, really take place, whether it hit its peak or whatever the case. But, these types of moves by law enforcement, and obviously this is the Lord putting the Spirit on these men to do this, because this is going to end up very, very, very violent. Okay, the spirit that the Lord is going to put on certain men in these last days. And then you got the migrants on top of it, because they're going to be looking for their opportunities to take advantage of those who really can't protect themselves. All right. And when you don't have when the people don't have access to law enforcement and emergency services, it's going to cause for, all types of chaos. So I want to play this, and then I'll just grab a couple scriptures. All right, let me just go back.
We'll see a major change in the way police respond. They will no longer respond to calls that aren't considered in-progress emergency. That means calls like criminal mischief, theft, harassment, and most burglary alarms will all be handled by an enhanced telephone reporting unit. That means residents will file a police report over the phone. Officers will not respond unless it's an emergency. Also, between the hours of 3 a.m. and 7 a.m., there will be no officers at any of the 6 stations throughout the city. Call boxes that link directly to 911 have been installed for people to use in case of an emergency. And during the overnight shift, there will be as few as 20 officers to cover the entire city. The chief said today the data supports that.
Yes, it's enough to cover the entire city in those hours when we have 8% of the time people are calling. I'm confident in the decisions that we make, that it impacts this bureau and the city in a much better way than we have in the past.
Now, the chief also acknowledging today that some of these changes are due to staffing shortages. He's down to 740 officers, well below the 850 they would like to have. Now, coming up new at 5, residents, city council, and the police union all weighing in on these big changes that begin Monday. Live in the studio.
And when you look at the police chief, you look at his countenance, you could tell he don't even believe that shit. He don't believe that he's confident, because he mentioned how he was confident that they could, that the decision being made is a good decision for the city, and the city will continue to be kept safe, But like it says here in the post.
Now, the chief also.
Like it says here in the post, it says Pittsburgh police will no longer respond to certain calls, including theft, harassment, criminal mischief, and burglary alarms. Between 3 a.m. and 7 a.m., there will be no officers at any police stations. Think about that. This is a 4-hour stretch where there won't be any police officers at any Pittsburgh police stations. All right. So what do you think criminals putting this information out? Okay. What do you think criminals are going to think? Well, this is the perfect time for me to run up in a gas station and rob it, run up in a convenience store and rob it, run up in people's homes, you know, wait for people to come out of work or go into work during these times. There's so many ways a criminal can take advantage of, you know, these type of decisions that are being made by law enforcement, okay, and by these public officials and authorities. All right, and again, if you're in the spirit and you're being watchful and you understand the times that we're in, these are the type of decisions that are going to lead to Jacob's trouble. All right, it says, buy guns, buy ammo. The police will not protect you. Right, so you got the police basically saying we're not available. And what do you think what do you think the people are going to? They're going to have to take matters into their own hands. That's why the post says buy guns, buy ammo. The police will not protect you. As crime continues to increase, people are going to feel the need to protect themselves. All right, because crime will increase. Okay, I mentioned the migrants a little earlier. All right, when all the resources and the funding run out for them, when the grocery stores aren't full and packed with food, when people don't have access to, you know, their basic necessities to survive, these are the type of decisions, okay, that are going to lead to all-out chaos, complete anarchy, okay, purge-like situations, right? You watch the movie Purge, you can see, hey, man, there is no law enforcement. There's nothing to help you. There's nothing to save you. You cannot call anybody. No emergency service. There's nothing available for you but the supposed way you are to protect yourself. And again, if you're in the spirit, you are very well familiar with and understand that you don't have the means or the ability to protect yourself anyway. Okay? You do not have the means to protect yourself. Only YAHAWASHI can protect you in these last days. Okay, so really quick, let me just go to the obvious, which is Jeremiah chapter 30 and verse 7, because the scriptures tell us to continue to watch, therefore, and pray. Okay, watch, therefore, and pray always, because, amen, these are the prophecies that we are waiting and hoping come to pass immediately, sooner than later. All right, Jeremiah 37 says, alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. Yeah, so there is none like it, right? That day that's coming, where the Lord is going to basically open up the floodgates when it comes to, you know, crime and murder and robbery and theft and just all out hell breaking loose, which is a judgment for you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans for your rebellion against YAHAWASHI. Okay, the Lord has an issue with our people. Okay, and that just made me think of Hosea. Let me just grab that. This is the book of Hosea, chapter 4, verse 1, and you see the title for, okay, this chapter. It says God's controversy with Israel, okay, which you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. It says, hear the word of the Lord, YAHAWASHI, ye children of Israel, for the Lord hath a controversy with the inhabitants of the land, right? That controversy that the Lord has with our people is due to our rebellion, okay? Scriptures say this is a rebellious people, all right? This is Sodom's children. Our people are hard-headed, man. They don't want to be told what to do, okay? They don't want to establish any order, okay? Our people want to do what they want to do, when they want to do it, how they want to do it, okay? And I say this all the time. Order is kryptonite to a nigga, okay? Order and truth and a standard being lifted up is kryptonite to a nigga. And for that, the controversy that YAHAWASHI has with our people will lead to Jacob's trouble, no doubt about it. All right. It says, hear the word of the Lord, ye children of Israel, for the Lord hath a controversy with the inhabitants of the land, because there is no truth nor mercy nor knowledge of the Most High in the land. Right? Because there's no truth, because there's no mercy, people don't even have mercy upon one another. They damn sure ain't looking towards YAHAWASHI for anything. All right? There's no knowledge of the Heavenly Father and of his ways. Okay? Because here in America, under the enemy, Esau, Edom, they have the liberty and the freedom to just be wicked. All right? To be wicked. The law, statutes, and commandments don't apply to the majority of our people. All right? That's not something that they because, you know, the law is righteous, man. Okay? Keeping the ways of YAHAWASHI is righteous. And our people are bored with righteousness. Okay? They're bored with it. Because it doesn't allow them to just be all out wicked. Okay? Which we need to return to. All right? We need to return, and we will. Okay? Lord willing, you know, salvation for the elect is upon us. Lord willing, we are part of that number, and we could be changed, and that new covenant could be established, and we could be perfect towards YAHAWASHI with the law, statutes, and commandments written on our inward parts. We won't have to think about being in order. We won't have to think about, you know, keeping the law, statutes, commandments. It will be in us, okay? Because the scriptures say the kingdom of heaven is within, right? So we are a part of the Heavenly Father's righteousness. Okay, it's written on us. It's just not that covenant just hasn't fully been established, because it's just not that time yet, right? We have to continue. We have to serve out our punishment. Okay, here in America, here in Babylon the Great, serve out these curses, which will then, you know, in turn turn over to these other nations, man, because they're going to suffer these curses. All right, verse 2 says, by swearing and lying and killing and stealing and committing adultery, they break out and blood touches blood. So our people have committed all forms of lying and killing and stealing and swearing, adultery. You know, we've done it all. Idol worship. Okay, full rebellion towards YAHAWASHI. All right, and for this controversy, Jacob's trouble will take place, and things that we just that this video is speaking on. All right, this is what it's going to look like. This is what we're going to be hearing in the future. We're going to be hearing not only the Pittsburgh Police Department, but these other police departments, man. First of all, when you think about you know, these police departments, when you think about them, look, man, most people ain't in the spirit. Most of these cops, they're not in the spirit of I want to be a cop because I want to protect and serve. The majority of people want to be the cop, especially now, man, because it's so hard out here to get a job. This is a city job with benefits. It ain't a great paying job, but it don't really take much to be a police officer, right? It don't take much to be a police officer. There's people who, you know, who don't have much talent, right? And don't have much going for them. I believe you need a degree. I believe you need at least an associate's degree, I believe. But people aren't in it to protect and serve. People are in it for some sort of stability, right? To where it's a job with city benefits, and it's a stable income, and they can provide for their families. That's what most police officers are in it for. All right. So when all hell breaks loose, man, people ain't gonna be thinking about, oh, I gotta get out there and protect the people. They're gonna be thinking about protecting their own families, their own loved ones. Right? Ain't no police officer gonna up and leave the house to, you know, to answer a call or whatever the case. See, it's going down outside and leave their family to just, you know, and leave their family to be ran down on. It's not gonna go down like that. It's gonna be all hell out here, man. All right. As the scriptures say, 1 Thessalonians 5:3, the water YAHAWASHI for the scriptures, man, for the wisdom, for the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding that he's, you know, he's bestowed upon us to understand that the times that we're in. Okay. First Thessalonians 5:3. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction come up upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. So people are not going to escape the judgment that's coming down from Yahweh by YAHAWASHI. There's a lot of death coming upon our people via Jacob's trouble. Okay, because the Lord is going to turn it up to the point where, you know, there's going to be a lack of basically everything. A lack of food, a lack of shelter. Okay, people are going to be losing their jobs, don't have access to money, bank accounts, all different type of stuff, and it's gonna be nasty, man. You know, we're looking at potential EMPs, the grid being shut down, things of that nature, right? Where there's no internet, there's no electricity. It's just you know, you have to think upon these things that potentially can happen in the very near future. And it's all the will of Yahweh by YAHAWASHI. All right. This is the book of Matthew chapter 24 and verse 12. It says, and because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. And this is what's going to happen, right? Because there's going to be nothing but hell breaking loose. All types of murder and robbery and theft and adultery and just all out chaos. Like I said, purge like events going on, right? And all of this iniquity taking place, the love of many shall wax cold, man. Who you think is your friend, who you even think is your family, will take your ass out if need be. When the shit, hey man, the Lord is going to shatter the mold when it comes to, you know, what we seen as far as like destruction and chaos. All right, the Lord's going to shatter the mold with Jacob's trouble. Right, this is going to be like nothing that we've ever seen ever before. And Lord willing, you know, we are part of the elect, so we can be protected. Because that's all we got. All we got is Yahweh by YAHAWASHI. All right. It says, and because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. Okay. But he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. And that's really all we have. All we have is Yahweh by YAHAWASHI to be with us. That's all we have. Right. Our protection comes from on high. Okay, to shield us from this the type of behavior, the love of many waxing cold. We can only be shielded from this through the power and spirit of Yahweh by YAHAWASHI. All right, that just made me think of a quick verse. I'll just get this last one and close out. I think the point for the video that I played has been made. I just wanted to it's in Psalms. Here we go. Psalms 91 and 4. And I love Psalms 94, man. So I can start Psalms 91. All right. I'll start at the top and read down to... I'll just read down some. It says Psalms 91 and 1. It says, he that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. Okay. And that secret place is basically the truth. All right. If the Lord has called you to receive this word and receive the message that from on high, right? This is the secret place that most people, that the majority of the world can't see. Okay. Their eyes shall not see, their ears shall not hear. Right. This is the secret place of Yahweh by YAHAWASHI. Having the names, being able to call on the names of Yahweh by YAHAWASHI in truth and sincerity. This is the secret place. Right. And the scriptures say the Lord shall do nothing but reveal his secrets of it unto his servants, the prophets, roughly paraphrasing. Right. And we trust in YAHAWASHI. We know we know that there's nothing that we possess on our own that can get us out of the hell that's coming. Right? Verse 2 says, I will say of the Lord, he is my refuge and my fortress, my power. In him will I trust. We find refuge in YAHAWASHI. All right? There's nothing else that can possibly save you in the time that's coming. Verse 3, surely he shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowl and the noisome and from the noisome pestilence. Okay, so there's a lot that's going to be going down that we're going to need to be saved from. He shall cover thee with his feathers, and under his wings shalt thou trust. His truth shall be thy shield and buckler. Right, and truth is paramount in these last days, man. Okay, being able to you know, in the water YAHAWASHI for giving us the spiritual eyes and ears to see, you know, what's coming. All right. YAHAWASHI has set watchmen upon the walls to watch for, you know, the enemy. The scriptures say, you know, the enemy shall come down with great wrath because he knoweth that he have but a short time. This man is about to bring hell. And this is an orchestrated chaos that this man Esau Edom is bringing. All right. There's a plan to throw down the current society, right? So he could spring up his new world order. Okay, which ultimately the goal is to micro C-hip everybody. All right, merge man with machine. Okay. To implement it MOTB. That's the end game. All right. So at the end of the day, you know, if you come across this knowledge, man, and you better pray and beg YAHAWASHI that you know, that he allows you to abide in that secret place, because we are all to do that. We are all to beg YAHAWASHI and pray and ask that he covers us in these last days, because it's about to get nasty out here. All right. So with that, I'm gonna leave it there. I hope you were edified. As always, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahawashi, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Double honor to the apostles and the elders at Great Millstone who rule well. Peace and salutations to the elect. Shalom.